Alright guys, take two for picking up the VL now. We're nearly there. We've just gone and picked up a trailer, so when we get there we'll show you it again and show you when we're putting it back on the trailer and unloading. Alright, so here it is. Definitely going to give it a wash when I get home. A little bit dirty. And I've got to stop the water from getting in these little bits in the corners. But yeah, let's get this happening. Get her on the trailer and get her home. Alright, it's on. Finally, time to come home. Just gotta strap it down and then we'll be good to go. Wind the windows up and it's going to be good times for sure. The phone was going flat, wouldn't let me record, so I've pulled the tank out in the meantime, and the reason it wouldn't want to run anywhere the other day is because it's needs a feed line redone. It's gooey. It's like just shit, like it's just disintegrated. I'm gonna wire brush and clean it all up and hopefully be able to stick the pump back in and just put it back in the tank and see if it'll run. I might blow the filters out and clean the line and see how it goes then. But before, and we'll show you after. Now we're in the sun. You can see how much better it looks just with a bit of wire brushing. So I'm going to try and find a little bit of hose to go between that bit just there and the top of the pump there and put it back in and see if we can get some fuel up to the rail properly. So we're back today working on the VL. I've got to pull the tank back out of it again because when I put it back in yesterday I hit the key. It primed the first time but it won't prime any more times after that. So out with the tank again and see what's going on, see if any wires are falling off or whether the pump's just died. Right, so I got the tank back out. Pump's back out. Everything still looks pretty connected. The sock on the end was absolutely disgusting and broken away, so I didn't bother putting that back in. But the wires here look like they're connected. I'm just gonna have to grab some wires and poke them in the end of the plug here and see if I can just get the pump to go on its own. So I think it's up for a new pump because that's a negative. There's just nothing happening. So I'm gonna have to go and probably steal a pump or the tank out of my other VL and see if it's got a pump on it, and or rig something up for it because I really want to see this thing run at the moment. Alright guys, so because that pump's dead, I'm just waiting on a mate.
I'm just waiting for a mate
to come and give me a lift so I can go and get another fuel pump or two or three. Gone and gotten some other fuel pumps. I think that one's dead, that one still works. This is out of a VP Commodore and that's the one that's out of the VL that needs changing, so I'm going to try and fit this to that, and then this one works, I know, and then plug it in and hopefully we can get fuel up to the rail and get it started. I've cleaned up the VP pump. I've blocked off the return there because the return goes back into the fuel tank of the car. That's pretty much like the rubber hose in the middle of the last one. Got the VP pump, which is a bigger one, so I may have to use some of this fuel on and all that end to go straight from this pump to the filter, because this is a high flow pump and that's only a low flow, well, low pressure to a high pressure outside the tank, so I might have to get rid of the second one altogether and just run it like that, but we will see how things go. Alright, so I've got the tank under it now. I've got the straps loosened, so I've got the fuel tank all bolted back in, all the lines done back up. Actually, I forgot to do a couple bolts, this one here and the one on the other side for the fuel tank. I've done those up. I just check battery, yep, still connected. Alright, let's see if it wants to prime now. It's a little bit noisy. Nah, I can hear the pump priming. Alright, one more prime. Hopefully it starts. Look at that. Oh, righto. I'll come back when it starts to be able to rev properly. So I just hooked up all the air intake, put the rocker cover back on, and let's see if it likes to run now. Oh, actually, I'm gonna have to go up to the shed and grab another bolt, put in the air intake because I broke a little bit of hose off, and it ended up in the end of it, as you can see. Right guys, here we go. Let it prime. Oh, sounds so much better than it did the other day. It's definitely running on all 6 cylinders, sorry. Loving it. Absolutely love it. A little bit of smoke, but I think that's just because it hasn't really been running in a while properly. Yeah, just gonna watch the water level and keep an eye on the temp gauge and see what it does from here. So it's running alright. It's got a bit of a misfire when it goes to rev up. But other than that, it's actually running pretty good. Water's still at a decent temp, decent height. And there. So I might actually take it for a drive down the driveway and drive it back up and see how it goes actually running on all 6 cylinders now. Just got to put the other wheel on this side and drop it down and go for a little bit of a drive. Took it for a quick little strap up to the corner and back, and everything seems to be running fine. It's not really misfiring anymore, so that's good. I'm just letting it sort of get up to temp, see how it goes, and everything seems to be running fine. Only real problem with it's the little bits of rust and probably the bushings. But that's about it for now on this VL. Until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we shall be back soon with another one of these. Thanks guys.